Hey everybody, welcome to the ABCs of RPGs, where we teach you how to play tabletop role-playing games. I'm your host and storyteller for this campaign. My name is Justin. My pronouns are he, him. I'm gonna start first. I'm gonna let Dalton introduce himself next.
Hi everybody, I'm Dalton. I've got he, him pronouns. I'm playing a guru named Benny, who is a very violent wolf. But the violence is directed at people who deserve the violence according to Gaia. Other external viewers may not agree with that opinion, but that doesn't matter because they don't have big werewolf claws and big werewolf fangs.
Yeah.
That's fair.
All right. As we go next.
Yes. Hi. My name's Ashley. I use she, her pronouns. And I am playing a character named Taiga. She is a wolf-born Garu, and she's been a very fun character to play. She's very into, kind of very adept at more mystical aspects of the play. And she got to go Krynos last time. But she has since lost the wolf. She has no rage, which is definitely concerning as we go into another battle. And I think she's gonna try to fight still and hopefully get damage and then get some rage in the process and try to change again, and maybe that will help. Spencer.
Yeah. I'm Spencer. I'm playing a character named Z Osman. Both of our pronouns are he, him. Z Osman is his concept is a wise philanthropic, a hard ass. But he's been a little bit of a dumbass the past couple sessions, just with speaking to police and everything like that. But anyways, his auspice is Philodox. His tribe is the children of Gaia, who have the patron spirit of the unicorn. His backstory is that he owns a nature conservatory. Basically, just kind of has this company that's really big on preserving different like parks and everything in Ohio, because this is taking place in Columbus, Ohio. And just like Taiga, he hasn't lost the wolf yet, but only has one thing of rage left. So he is also on the edge of losing the wolf. So that's not looking good for us, especially as it kind of seems like we're about to come into a big final fight, possibly, or at least it seems like it's the big fight with like the main guy, and it's not nighttime. We can't howl the moon or anything to get more rage right now. What is it? It's like 4 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh,
it'll be dark soon. Maybe if we're still alive in 2 hours, but
you keep this fight going for like an hour.
Yeah.
I don't know why you guys didn't bring this up when we were doing our whole planning thing in Z's van.
Plan didn't really happen. See,
I can't advise you. I just have to sit back and suffer through watching you make terrible decisions.
Oh. But last but not least, we have Kevin. Kevin's here in spirit.
Kevin is here in spirit. Kevin is a glasswalker. He is good at tech, which seems kind of like, hey, can you be tech and a werewolf? The answer is yes. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's a thing. Don't make a big deal out of it.
Yep.
I think, isn't their patron spirit a spider? Like, wasn't that
their patron spirit is a spider? Yeah, they actually have a lot, and they base a lot of their stuff under or off. They work very heavily with the Weaver. For those of you joining us for the first time or just tuning into this episode, there are 3 kind of cardinal spirits in the realm of the world of darkness: the Weaver, the Worm, and the Wild, and that represents creation, the establishment of order, and the destruction of that order, which is, kind of a very, the natural order, if you will. Things are born, they come into their own, and then they fall apart and become no more. It's fine. Circle of life.
What are
Lions.
are
Things.
vampires weaver
Agents of
creatures?
the worm.
They're worm creatures. Okay.
Yeah, the worm was corrupted sometime back due to the actions of mankind. Or the weaver was corrupted by the worm due to the actions of mankind, and the order is no longer doing what it should be due to many things: human greed and relentless construction, infinite growth, the philosophies of infinite growth, which are flawed. Anyway, I will not get up on the soapbox. Anywho, so last we left our pack, they had been chasing a corrupted human known as Rickardson Mueller.
Politician, not a human.
He is about to kill a lady, and let's see if everybody dies. Got it.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? Well, we know exactly what could go wrong. Everybody dies. I just said
True.
it. That was
Oh.
it was in the brief, in the abstract. Yeah. So, I believe that so we were in Old Town East of Columbus, Ohio. They are at a woman's house whose name is not important enough to remember at this time. She's in trouble. You need to save her. Benny is in the backyard. Z, where are you? Are you in the front? You're at the front door being like, but you were not supposed to go. You were supposed to come out and talk to me. Now come out here and give me some candy.
Yeah, because I had gone up and asked for a donation as my cover, and then she just closed the door on me. So I believe
She gave you $5. You were like, give me $3.50, and she was like, I'll give you $3.50, Loch Ness Monster, and then she shut the door. And then, so where is Tyga? Is Tyga in the backyard with Benny?
No, it was just me in the bed.
Trying to get through the front door, she was looking for a key.
And I think while she was looking for her key, I actually checked to see if one of the windows was open, and it was unlocked, if I remember correctly.
It was open because it was unseasonably warm. We rolled for it.
That's right.
Yes, I did. It is unseasonably warm.
So
I believe Columbus is in the mid 80s, if I recall.
At the time.
At the time. Which was the fashion at the time.
Yeah. Because I think that's where we left off. Benny was in the backyard, and Z was probably about to jump through this window.
Yes.
I think I hear screaming, probably.
Yeah, I mean, she's being attacked by a lunatic with an axe. So, probably screaming. She has neighbors. It's like the middle of the afternoon. People are getting home from work.
So we hear this, maybe like I just opened the window, and then we hear this like scream of this older woman, and I turn to Tyga, and I go, Tyga, the window's open. Hurry, let's get through.
Okay.
And I do a step through.
There's people coming at their And he grabs a frying pan.
Oh, ma'am, no, wait, hold on.
Okay, well, there's somebody like charging her with an axe right now, so she's gonna try and throw it at the psycho with the axe.
So just so I can like position everything right, I'm in the backyard.
Yep.
The Z and Tyga are on like the front porch, right? Z like climbing into the window.
Z is coming in through the side window, I believe.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Are you just coming in through like one of the front windows?
Whichever
I don't remember where we
unlocked. I was just checking windows, and when one opened, that's the one I threw open.
Someone roll a d4.
I got it.
This is going to be for what side of the house it is on, and assuming it's a square.
Or, yeah, somebody roll a d6. Because there's only 3 options.
I got a 4 on a D4. Do I need to roll a D6?
You come to the front.
Okay.
Okay, so he's climbing in through the front window and sees her being attacked.
Yeah. Well, you do. You're also having a difficult time because, like we said, there's all sorts of foliage and whatnot in the front windows to see the crazy plant lady.
Yeah.
But
Who would thought?
I was also able to see Axeman from the rear, like looking in, right? Like I was.
Yeah. You came up out of the basement into the kitchen, and you have a clear view of this action.
Yeah.
And I don't know what you're doing.
I think what I'm going to do, is shift. I'm gonna shift. I'm gonna shift into a Krynos form, and crash inside in as violently a fashion as I possibly can.
Okay. You are going to terrify that old lady.
Well, I mean that was necessary.
Oh yeah, so you're in Krynos form now?
Well, that depends on how the rage checks go, I think.
Yes, give me rage checks.
So rage checks, if I'm remembering right, are just a D10, and if I pass the check, nothing happens. But if I fail the check,
you lose a point of rage.
I lose the point of rage, with the addition that, like, if I roll 2 if both dice are are 1 or 2, it's like an even more violent failure.
No, that's when you're rolling regular.
Okay,
this is just you have to spend that point of rage. You still get to do your transformation.
Cool. Well, I succeeded on both those 2d10s, 10 and 7, so I'm in Krynos form, and I didn't lose any rage. I didn't use up any rage. I still have it all.
No, and in fact, I'm going to give you a point of rage because one of those is a 10, and you're just so pumped up on your rage, adrenaline, your furious, righteous anger to strike down the agent of the worm is you get a little roid rage.
That's pretty sick. That's probably all my turn is like shifting and like crashing inside.
Sure.
Z, you're climbing inside. Taiga, what was it that you were doing?
Well, Z let me know that. Uh-oh.
Don't worry about it.
No.
Do I notice anything?
Nope. Don't worry about this. Sorry, I forgot to turn on my GM roll.
So Z called to me about the window being open. The lady's being attacked. We need to get in. I will also crawl through the window, and I would like to shift into my wolf form once I am in the window, which is free to do.
Yes. So you are in full wolf form. Oh yeah, because you can't, because you don't have any rage. So you are.
That is because I tried to shift earlier and I lost it. I failed my rage check.
Well, you just spend it. So if you shifted earlier, you just if you run out of rage, then you.
But I lost the wolf because I had no more rage, so I reverted. I didn't succeed. Was how we had rolled it. I'd be happy to be shifted if you wanted to roll it differently.
No, if you have no rage, you are not shifted.
Yeah. So I turn into the full lupus form.
Yeah, and you can get through the window, no problem. Because you have physical skills.
Cool. Should we cut back to Z?
Yeah, why not?
Well, I think we should probably hear what.
Z, give me a dexterity and athletics check.
Okay, just for jumping through.
Yeah.
No.
Because you got to get through all these plants.
Dexterity and athletics. Well, I
Yep.
have 2 in dex and 0 in athletics, so that's just 2d10.
Don't forget to roll your rage. You only have 1 die of rage, so you can't.
Yeah, so the first die here is going to be, or do I roll that separate? Should I roll that separate now, or?
Yeah, roll that separate now.
Okay, so
You got to roll your rage dice separate, and then you do your other die.
Ooh, that's if it's all right. So
You have 2 rages.
I rolled a 2 on my first die, but
That's
doesn't
fine.
that mean since I'm doing okay? Since I'm doing something
It
like
has no impact on your rage, but you. Oh, okay. So that your rage die was a 2, so you don't have anything. You don't have any issue with what your rage issues.
yeah.
But so you're like flailing around in the plants. You're just a mess.
Who put this vine here? Why's it wrapped?
Everybody, see, they were there. You knew they were there. So you're having trouble getting through the ficuses and snake plants and such.
They're magic. They're alive.
So you're on the ground.
Great.
Um,
Because that was a brutal outcome for that first rage die for me. So
no, the 2 is not a brutal outcome.
It's 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Oh, it is 1 and 2. Oh,
Rage
You
dice 1 and 2 is a brutal result, but I don't know
yeah.
if anything
So
happens if you only have 1.
you smash through.
oh,
The
it's
windows.
just pairs. It's just pairs. Okay, got it.
It only is in pairs. 2 or more brutal results causes a brutal outcome, usually causing the test to fail, unless the goal was to cause harm or damage.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
But you only have 1 rage die.
Well, only 1 rage die. So yeah,
Alright, so you just fail.
I'm in the vines.
You're in the vines.
I'm in the ficus.
The snake plants are going places where they're not supposed to go.
Oh no.
But yeah, you're not like hurt or anything, so yay. But you know, there's gonna be impacts next turn.
Yep.
Alrighty. Axeman's gonna do some axes.
Yep.
Uh, he going to cast chop.
Who is he attempting to chop?
He's trying to kill what's her face.
Okay.
Greta Van Susteren. No, wait, that's a real person. Bridget Van Gelder. Yeah. So okay. Yep. So he misses. Oddly enough. All right. So he takes a swing and it goes into the countertop. So he's all wild-eyed and such. He's screaming. He tries to hit him with a pan. He whacks him with the pan.
She just has like normal laminate countertop. She doesn't even have like.
No, it's a wood countertop. It's
Wood
like
countertop.
how it gets stuck in there. Like nice and stuck.
Ooh, like a butcher block board? That's nice.
Yeah. Like a butcher block board. Sure. Why not?
It's not even particle board.
Yeah. No. This is a pre-war building. It's kind of nice. Okay. So yeah. His axe is stuck in there. She whacks him, and she begins to run out the back door and sees Dalton in Krynos and freaks out and
Valid.
runs into the door. Runs into the door.
Oh,
And damages herself.
that poor woman.
She ran. She like And then she ran and then she ran into the door and slapped out the she like hit and then ran, and now she's on the ground because she just freaked out and ran straight into the door.
Mm-hmm.
This is turning into a horror comedy, but that's
Yeah,
fine.
it really is. These dang teenagers keep
Like
killing
all like a lot of like gruesome like body horror like terror stuff like involves like silly stumbling over yourself. Like that's pretty common.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So she runs to the door. She whacks into the door. She falls down. Who is Benny? I think you're up.
Yep. I'm going to let's see here. Can I see Axeman?
Yeah. You're like kind of right behind him.
Okay.
Maybe about like 20 feet. You're in like the back hallway. Like it's kind of like a little entrance room for the mud and stuff like that. But it like leads into the kitchen.
Yeah. Okay.
Kitchen's kind of the center of the house. There's a basement door going down, and then it kind of sprawls into it's like a square shaped house.
Mm-hmm.
There's some living room over to what is your left, and the bedrooms are kind of off to the right from you.
Okay. So I kind of like throw my head back and I start to howl, and you hear like a cold, like a bitter wind starts to like fill the house a little bit. I'm using my lacerating wind gift.
Okay.
I call forth a bitterly cold wind and I direct it at my enemies. The wind chills its victims to the bone, making them slow and sluggish. So let's see here. What do I do exactly? I target a group of foes within a few meters of one another at a range of 20 meters. So I'm just going to target the guy. Anyone failing to resist the gift test suffers a 2 dice penalty to physical attack pools. The wind can also be used to unbalance a target, but only against someone unprepared for the gust and against a single target only. In this case, the opponent is thrown to the ground or off whatever they were standing on if they fail to resist, rather than suffer the dice penalty from chilling. So I roll resolve.
Okay. He was unprepared.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll a resolve plus honor. So
Right.
let's see here. My resolve.
He will roll.
He rolls
Stamina versus survival.
yeah, stamina plus survival or dexterity plus athletics. I think it's his choice.
Okay, and you're trying to like upend him.
Yeah, so like I'm so let's see here. My resolve is 3 and my honor is 2, so I'm rolling 5d10. Three of which are rage dice. We'll say the first 3 in the row are my rage dice.
Okay.
So that's 2 successes. Nothing brutal about it.
Okay.
And I do have to make a rage check to do that, and I pass, so I still have all the rage. Damn.
Did you see that?
Yeah. So that looked like more than
He
2
got
successes.
3 successes.
Did you mean to roll
Or it-
d8s? I mean, it doesn't really matter since he's still.
Oh yeah.
What
Well,
is
hold on.
it?
I think
No?
it doesn't.
I'm gonna do it right. Roll 8d10. God.
8 divided by 2. For our viewers at home, we're rolling in roll 20. However, we are trying to make it right. And now we have successfully rolled for the Axeman.
80 cents. So he still has 3 success.
Okay, so he resists the gift, like cold, bitter winds are kind of like whipping up around the house.
Does it matter that he got 4 ones?
It would have if we were using the old rules, but...
Okay, but sounds good.
Yeah, so like cold
he doesn't
winds start to blow through the house. They probably knock over some plants and stuff, but he is as cold and unfeeling as the winds that are blowing him, and forges onward.
Okay. Yes. How dare you impede my ambitions? How dare you impede my ambitions? Who do you think you are? What are you even doing here? I won't allow you to stop my conquest. And you start to notice actually that he lets go of the axe and kind of does a little transformation of his own. He doesn't like grow fur or anything like that, but his nails become long and black, and the whites of his eyes turn black, and his pupils start to kind of glow a little red. And he lunges at you with some of these. Oh no, they're not. They become wood-like, not just long and black. They become wood-like,
Whoa.
like giant thorns. And he's gonna wait. Yeah. So, but before that happens, oh wait, yeah, no, it's his turn. He's gonna try and mess you up, Dalton.
That's unfortunate.
Da, da, da.
You're in one of your forms, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I am.
Hey, he's Krynos. He's like in the form.
Oh, the form. You're gonna mess him up. Nothing to worry about, I'm sure.
So, yep, it's a physical test. So, go for your physical test stuff.
Yeah, I'm just checking. What is it
Oh,
that I'm rolling?
you can do a couple of things in physical combat. You can try and dodge, or you can fight back. And I believe that, or no, you know what? He does his turn in this round of combat is your thing. That's the contest.
Right, that's what I was wondering. Like I did my gift, so I don't think I can really fight back.
Yep.
I could maybe.
And his thing was resisting your gift. So it will be
me. I'm tangled up in plants, but I'll try to get up and join the fray if I can.
Yep. Well, give me a resolve and athletics check.
All right. Resolve is a 2, and athletics is 0 still. So 2d10. Let's see how this goes. Nope. No successes.
Okay, so you're like on your hands and knees. You managed to like roll over. You're not up.
Got it. Tell me sucks.
It's all right. Ashley.
All right. I would like to shift back into my human form and unlock the front door.
You didn't jump through the window?
I did jump through the window.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm inside the house. I'm trying to get you in the house too.
He is. He's like caught up in house plants.
He's in the house. He's just like in all the plants. So he tried to jump. He tried to lumber through the window, and he's just oafing his way through.
Yeah, I tried to be cool.
Changed into a wolf and like deftly dove through.
Cool.
Um,
I changed my mind. I thought he was still stuck in like bushes outside of the window and like houseplants and planters and stuff.
He's a crazy
yeah,
plant lady.
he's
So I was gonna open the
in the
door
plants
to
on
let
the
him in since the window wasn't working, but he is in. He's just not able to do anything useful.
I'm
Yep.
not athletic.
Great.
I made a smart character.
I don't change. I stay as a wolf,
Okay.
and I would like to run towards. What's his name? Rickard?
Rickard, yeah.
Rickard. I would like to run towards Rickard. I'd like to think that his back is to me, and I want to try to bite his like.
Yeah, we'll count this as like a
Achilles.
surprise attack. So you can just go ahead and do your thing. Roll your attack, and then if you succeed on your attack, roll your damage.
So, I how do I find what?
So
I
you're gonna
rolled for
do a
bite?
strength plus brawl.
Strength plus brawl. Okay, so I have 3 in strength, 2 in brawl. And I have no rage dice. So I have 2 10s. I have a pair of 10s and an 8. So does that count as 4 successes then?
2 10s and an 8. Yes. Yes, it does.
Woo!
5 successes.
So
Yeah, because the 10s count as extra.
For
Yep.
every pair of 10s,
So-
you add 2. So you have 3 things
So-
that rolled 6 or above.
10s.
Right.
So it would be 3, and then I add 2 more.
Yep.
mhm.
For
So
5.
5 then. Okay, that's helpful.
So nice. Well, actually kind of gets like a jugular hit. Really gets in there. Does a whole bunch of damage.
He's in peak wolf
my-
form. Were you saying something, Ash?
Well, I was thinking because his back is to me, I was gonna try and like rip out his calf or his Achilles so that he can't stand on that leg
Cool.
I don't
You
think-
do that.
and like stumbles down or something
Nope.
like that.
You do that. That happens. You get the tendon, and he kind of goes down on one knee.
Sweet.
Nice.
Success.
Success, indeed. You did much success. Big damage. Weirdly enough, his when you do this, blood does not pour out of the wound.
Has a taste.
It's
Like mulch.
Oh.
Ew. He's the plant monster, guys. I can't speak that. I'm a wolf, but
Yeah, it's so like kind of like Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. That's kind of how it goes down.
Yeah.
interesting. Is the texture like mulch as well?
Yeah, it tastes like nasty ass old moldy wood.
Gross.
It's gnarly. It does not taste good.
Hmm.
It tastes like butt.
Because it came from a butt and mixed with the dirt.
It's like
And that's how
evil
you get mulch.
Evil and mulch.
yeah. So we're back up. Okay. Old lady. Old lady's gonna go. She's
Yeah,
gonna, do
that-
her thing. She's gonna get up. She's gonna get up. She's gonna get the heck out of the house.
Yeah,
Good
Old lady
for her.
gone.
good.
She she's a gibbering, crying mess.
Well, I mean, yeah, she's deliriuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in the throes of delirium. And then, so for anybody who's watching and is not familiar, like, what the heck is delirium, Dustin? Delirium is a state of primal fear where you no longer possess any sort of rationality, and your flight mechanism takes full hold, and your mind shields itself by basically shutting down to your most primitive abilities to protect itself from the sheer horror of the Krynos. So,
Well, that's good. I'm glad old woman's out of there. He was trying to kill her, and that was our first priority, I would say. It's like
really?
him.
yeah. So, Spencer.
Yes.
As Ashley hits roll. Your
anticipation.
Roll strength and brawl.
Oh, okay.
Or dex and brawl? Dex and brawl.
Dex is better.
Strength and brawl. Is he fighting the plants?
The plants are fighting him.
Oh, that's what's going on.
The plants are fighting him.
Well, I'm glad it's Dex and Brawl, because if it was just Strength and Brawl, I would have 1 die. And if it's Dex and Brawl, I have 2 die.
Yeah, they're grappling you, and I think that if you're the recipient of the grapple, you do Dex and Brawl.
1 success.
Okay.
They're just plants.
And
Snake plant, no, please.
God, the spider plant's spidering.
Oh no,
yeah, the
Bill.
spider plants are. Okay.
I hope somebody out there appreciates all these plant names we're nailing.
You got 1
You named like
success.
2 plants.
That's not good for you.
That's a lot in my book.
It's not.
He said philodendroning. I was proud of that.
Thank you.
Oh no! I'm very proud of him for his horticulture knowledge, but
but he's not doing well in this combat versus the plants.
No, he's probably not. No, you're grappled.
Oh,
the
boy.
plants, you're grappled against the plants. The plants have started to grapple you.
Okay.
And you feel them start to squeeze.
I have a question, but it can be answered on my next turn because I believe my turn is over.
Yes, we're back at the top of the round, so to speak. Dalton.
Yeah, so I kind of want to contextualize. How I think the combat works. So right now, Taiga, Benny, and Rickard.
It's Taiga and Benny right now, and Rickard are involved in combat.
Currently engaged in their own brawl, and then Z is engaged with whatever the plants are doing. If they can be counted as a creature, whatever they are. Okay.
Yeah.
So right now we're just in a big scrap, and I'm just gonna say I'm going to be clawing at the axe guy.
Yep. At Rickard.
Yeah. I think Rickard and Taiga also kind of have to decide what they're doing, and then we kind of roll dice together and compare results to see where damage gets dealt.
Yeah, and then there are special rules because you guys are ganging up on him, which gives you a distinct advantage.
Mm-hmm.
I thought my understanding, I'm trying to find it in the rules, but my understanding was that he has to divide up his dice pools between us.
Yep.
Each one,
which makes him significantly weaker.
He could do. I think he also has the option of directing all of the dice at one of us and dodging
and then
the other person.
Yeah.
Well, I think he could still just dodge the other person. He just doesn't take the damage. He just rolls dexterity and athletics to dodge one person, and if he's trying to dodge multiple people, then the dodge gets his dice pool shrinks for each consecutive person being dodged, or he's dodging.
Yep. That is how I understand it as well. And here we go. Chapter 5, rules.
It's 125
Thank you.
is where like the multiple opponents section is.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
In a conflict during which teaming up makes sense, a character facing multiple opponents loses 1 die from their pool when they defend against each successive opponent that targets them. This applies only to situations wherein the character strictly evades additional attack. To attack and deal damage to multiple foes, the character must instead split their dice pool, dividing it among those they wish to attack. Any opponents not attacked are defended against as normal. Full pool minus a die for each previous opponent.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Perfect. And he is unhinged and very angry.
Rawr.
And he is going to attack Ashley or Taiga and Benny at the same time.
Okay.
Just lashing out with his. He kind of like his claws like shoot out a little bit and extend towards toward
like in
Benny.
all directions, just
Yes.
spewing
Yeah.
out tendrilish like branches.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Let's do that.
And so like mechanics wise, he's just splitting his
time.
pool evenly against against the two of us.
Yes, he would split it evenly, but he is going to suffer -2 dice from the pool because there are 2 of you.
I think he
May-
only suffers the penalty if he's trying to dodge.
It's for defending.
Oh, I thought it said. Wait, hold on.
So if you see, it says loses 1 die from their pool when they defend against each successive opponent that targets them. This applies only to situations wherein the character strictly evades additional attacks.
Right,
I think
but
since
he
he's
is
not
attacking.
Yeah, since he's not strictly
So,
evading.
to attack and deal damage to multiple foes, the character must instead split their dice pool, dividing it among those they wish to attack. Any opponents not attacked are defended against as normal. Full pool minus a die for each previous opponent.
I think that colon
just
is referring to just defending against his.
Because he is actually like right on him. All right. So.
All right. Well,
what did I roll for claws last time?
My dice pool is I have 3 strength, 3 brawl, plus another 4 for being in my Krynos form for a total dice pool of 10. The first 3 of which are going to be rage dice.
Awesome.
Oh my god. There. So only 1 success this time around.
So
For his attack to Ashley. So Ashley, do your thing, and then for Dalton, he gets 2 successes.
So I got 5 successes.
Nice.
So I outnumbered. You said he got 2 successes against me.
Mm-hmm.
So I outnumbered him by 3. So I'm dealing 3 damage plus another 3 damage because my claws add 3 to damage numbers. So I'm dealing 6 superficial damage, I think.
Yeah, are your claws in Krynos form?
I think it's only the bite that does aggravated damage.
Okay.
Claws +3, bite +1 aggravated. That's what it says on the character sheet.
Sweet. Okay. So claws do more damage, just not aggro.
Mhm.
Alrighty. Oh man. He is 43. And then for those of you who bought the book as you follow along with us on page 243, they explain something called enhanced damage resistance, which I am double checking the rules on.
While you're double checking, I wanted to ask a point of clarification.
Yep.
Dalton, if I understand correctly, since you are in your Krynos form, don't you have to kill something each round or spend a willpower point
Yeah,
to
I've been keeping track of
maintain
that.
form? Okay, cool. I was just double checking. So,
Yeah, I have 3 willpower left.
okay.
And that's including the willpower I just spent for this turn. Because I've had 2. Turn 1 of the scene, I shifted, and then I spent a willpower and did the lacerating wind, and now I spent a willpower and clawed at the guy.
Man.
So I've spent 2 willpower this scene.
Something I was also going to ask when it came to my turn again. So I only have 1 rage left. And if I wanted to shift to Krynos form, I needed to make 2 rage checks compared to the 1 for the other forms.
I don't think you can.
So you
only
are
have-
able to.
You
yeah.
roll a rage die for me, bud.
Okay. So that was I was just curious if
No, you're flailing around like an idiot. You're embarrassed. You're hurt.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Because I got a success.
All right. You have a point of rage. You are.
Yeah, so for reference, if a guru suffers harm, pain, or other emotional or physical agitation, they gain a point of rage, maximum 1 per turn. Note that once combat begins, most damage and injury don't yield any additional rage. So in combat, the first time you get punched or hurt or embarrassed or whatever, you get a point of rage.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. So you got rage. So now you got 2. So you want to go Krynos?
When it's my turn again,
we haven't finished Ashley's.
Can we resolve me?
Oh,
first?
Ashley, yes, of course we can. All right.
Yeah.
He
Had 1 success.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means for me. I don't think I can do anything because I already bit him.
Well, you bit him last turn. We're in a new round.
Yeah, you're like a surprise attack. You kind of came out from nowhere, so we treated your attack as a surprise attack because he was busy. He was focused on he was monologuing and then focused on Benny, and you sucker punched the crap out of him. He is not in good shape right now. He is.
So can I
try
to bite him back again?
Yeah.
Yep.
Which should be strength and brawl again.
Mm-hmm.
That is, I believe, 4 successes: a 9, 7, 10, and an 8, and then a 5 is failure. So 4 successes.
Yeah. So you sneak through his little vine whip. It is not effective. His vine whip is not very effective, and you guys just slaughter him. Benny gets in there with the claws, and you're chopping away at you bite his dick off. And
I think since he's a plant, it's technically a stamen or a pistil.
Yeah, you bite his stamen off. Pistols, whatever.
Oh man!
You came in for werewolves. Here's some plant knowledge for everybody who's watching.
It's like mulch.
You pin him down, start biting, and Dalton just goes in and rips his throat out. That was a lot of damage. He takes damage like you guys do, but there's limits.
Mm-hmm.
I think at this point, with all the damage that you've done, it's double. So it's all ag at this point. And yeah, it's been 2 turns, right?
That was
We've
2
been
turns,
fighting for
yeah.
2 or 3 turns.
2 turns.
I would say that was 2, yeah.
All right. Cool. So you are standing over what kind of looks like a ripped apart scarecrow wearing a human suit.
Do the plants stop like restraining me?
Yes, the plants have stopped restraining you. Is there any other stuff that happens when he dies? Sorry, I've been going back through his character sheet and the rules. Nope. Yep. Yes. Okay.
I am curious whenever you're ready, Justin.
I didn't use. Sometimes he's supposed to. You guys killed him too fast, but he could have started. Next turn he was going to shoot swarms of stinging insects. He's going to create a swarm of insects at you.
So I know this is me metagaming a bit, but Benny, didn't you? I think Benny saw that he was like dragging something,
An axe.
on the way in. Oh, it was the axe. Oh, okay. Got it. I thought it was a body for some reason. Never mind. It was just the axe. He's just a crazy axe wielding guy.
Or at least Benny assumes he was dragging the axe, like dramatically, like how murderers do. Like he dragged the weapon behind you to be all menacing.
It's all very The Shining.
I asked about the width, and it sounded like it wasn't like body width. Because I was asking.
No, yeah, it was not body width. We explicitly noted that. Yes. So you notice that there is the leaves and vegetation that have fallen out of his human suit begin to swirl and coalesce into a shadow. And that shadow is zipping out the door.
Can I possibly sense the true form? It costs a willpower. And my notes say detect a creature's supernatural nature. And I can use it in any form. But I can get more clarification on it. If
Maybe you got to spend rage or something to do that, or willpower.
Willpower. It's a willpower, and it's my wit plus wisdom.
Yeah. So it's the what kind of looks like a shadow.
Do you want me to roll?
Yeah, you can roll.
Wits is 4 for me, and my wisdom is 2. So 4, 5, 6. 6. So 3 successes.
Oh, yeah. So you sense the true form, and instead of just kind of looking like a swirling pile of leaves, you see this kind of small shadow-like creature look directly at you with baleful eyes. He understands that you've seen it and goes, yeah. And then starts to go out the open door left by Greta.
Wait.
Martha.
Do I have an opportunity to take a full action before it's more than 50 meters away?
Yeah. Yeah, it gets 50 meters. Yeah. You can it's not out the picture yet. Why? What do you want to do?
So like I see it like bolt out the door, and I kind of like crash into the doorway a little bit, probably like breaking the door frame, and I let out a large howl at the fleeing target as I use my gift, Halt the Coward's Flight. Um,
Oh,
it gets like clawed down by a bog spirit, and it needs to beat me in. See here, I roll Resolve plus Honor, and it rolls Composure plus Survival.
Okay.
What's that? It's a rage check.
Composure plus survival. Hold on. I need to see.
Okay, I succeeded my rage check. And I roll Resolve plus Honor. Resolve is 3, Honor is 2, so I'm rolling 5d10s. And are gifts, like checks for like gifts and rights and stuff, do those have rage dice in them?
It should note how your gift. I think you just have to spend a will. Hold on. Let me take the character sheet.
So Halt the Coward's Flight has a cost of 1 rage check. I just don't know if when I'm making like the contest.
So you roll the rage check, and if you fail, you spend the rage.
Okay.
Just like you would if anything else.
Okay, but like the contest I'm rolling, like my Resolve plus Honor, that doesn't have rage dice in it.
Yes, it will.
It also has rage dice in it. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. The first 3 of
Or
these.
I think it should.
Okay. I just want to make sure. The first 3 of these are rage dice. 1, I get 2 successes.
Okay. Bane is in here a million times. Hold on, let me see. Allies and antagonists. There we go. Boom. Banes. Banes. Alright, we'll use that. It is. Sorry, they are not super specific on.
Oh, it's like actual like dice pools and like its stats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they note like exceptional dice pools, but like it's like, oh, it's got to contest against this. Okay, I'm just gonna use with hope. I'm gonna use Rickard's method. And you said survival plus composure?
That is what it is rolling, yes.
Oh, that's a split. Okay. All right. Okay. Thanks for bearing with while I figured out what that dice pool was.
Oh, no problem. I'm just excited I've gotten to get to like use gifts. We hadn't gotten to like really like
I
lock
know.
into those yet.
Yes, that's nice.
All right. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Damn. Guy has a lot of mental stats. All right. So he successfully resists the gift, and he can continue on fleeing like a coward unimpeded.
Yeah, so you kind of the plants actually spring forward and try and block this swirling, like it's kind of like what you guys see. Spencer's the only one who sees kind of this shadow form, but what you guys see is like a swirling mass of leaves,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of just zips through the plants, the summoned bog spirit, which possesses the plants in the house. And the plants kind of turn. You see one of the plants just kind of turn towards you and then gets wilted.
Damn.
Being sad for letting you down. Yeah, so it gets out the door. But you kind of, you can kind of see as the leaves go out. Okay, and that was turn. We're going to call that turn 3.
I think if we're calling that turn 3, I think Taiga would have something to do.
Oh yeah, you guys can still go. So Spencer and
I did my sense of true form, I believe.
Oh, you did sense of true form. Ashley, what do you want to do? It's not out the door just yet.
It seems like it's probably a spirit. Is that safe to assume?
Yeah. Oh, Spencer, you recognize this specifically as a Bane.
Oh, I yell that out then. I definitely, on my turn, be like, it's a Bane spirit. Like, kind of like point at it. Yell that out.
All right. I am going to shift into a human. I don't know if this is going to work.
Huh?
I am going to attempt Shadow Passage to see if I can get us into the Umbra to chase
Oh
after
my
me.
God, you do have that. Yes, you can. In fact, they specifically address you being able to do this. Okie dokie. All right.
Any form as well?
Well, I changed back to a human form to do it.
Okay, so that's a human only form.
I don't know.
Rite of Shadow Passage. Able to go in the Umbra. Brutal cause ag damage.
It doesn't clarify.
Hold on. I'm going over to the right.
Uniquely, Garu are creatures of both flesh and spirit. This rite lets a pact briefly open a way between the physical world and the Umbra, allowing the werewolves to pass from one to the other or back again. As much about achieving a state of mind as about anything else, this rite has as many ways to perform it as there are pacts, from the drawing of complex geometries to minor arrangements to hallucinogen consumption. So it is a rite, so I'm not sure if I could do it quick enough.
I'm gonna say, this is your turn. So, as long as there isn't like a specific, they call out that you may not. I'm gonna say that you can.
On page 180, on the right side on the second paragraph, performing a rite takes a whole scene unless otherwise noted. Does it say it takes less time?
Fuck it. It does take less time because I want you to do it. Through the rules. Yeah. Do it.
All right. I think I am the only participant who knows this rite, so I think I am the only one doing it. I am allowed to use any renown and then my occult. which comes out to 6 dice for me. Because I have 2 pips in glory, which is the renown that I'll use, because it's the most I have. And then I have 4 in occult. And I do have a specialty in the Umbra. I don't know if that would do anything. Give me a step. Okay. Will the roll 20 dice be in my favor? Will they not? We shall see. I am rolling 7d10. No rage dice. I have 1, 2. Is a 6 a success?
Yes, 6 or higher counts as a
6,
success.
1, 2,
higher
3, 4. I have 5 successes.
All right. Oh, yeah.
As I start kind of chanting some weird Latin occult stuff mixed with guttural growling to try to open a rent in between our world and the spirit world.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So, yeah, it takes a little bit of time to do. And so the while this has all happened, the Bane has made some headway, so you're going to have to track it a little bit through the Umbra.
Mm-hmm. Now I should be able to bring the pack with me. No?
Yep. You guys go. You can bring your pack with you. You guys go through with the clothes on your back and items in your pockets. If you had like a purse or a messenger bag, it does not come with you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
And so, there we go.
I didn't have any brutal outcomes, so there shouldn't be any aggravated damage that anybody takes as they cross over.
Yeah.
Because I don't have rage dice to do that. So the other piece of this is we cross over successfully.
Yep, you cross over successfully as long as you didn't roll any brutals on your rage dice. Everybody is there. Taiga, you exist kind of in your wolf form. Dalton, you're still in Krynos. Spencer, you are in your human form.
I was gonna
wait.
let
What's up?
I was gonna let my Krynos form drop before at the start of my next turn, so I don't spend another willpower. I don't know if
you do
much
not
time
have
has
to
passed.
spend willpower. You're in the Umbra now.
Okay.
You exist as a representation of your true self.
Okay.
Which is why you all are the forms. I am ruling that.
Cool.
You exist as your true forms in the Umbra.
That's so interesting.
And if that's wrong, I don't care. We'll rule of cooling it because that's what I feel like doing.
Yeah, it's a fun, like that detail.
It is fun. That's cool. I mean, that makes sense for Benny's character and for Z and for my own.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Kevin is there, and he's like, he looks kind of like he's made of a bunch of mirrors.
Ooh.
I thought he was going to be made of binary.
Just ones and zeros.
He's
like the Matrix.
He's Siri on one of our phones.
Yeah, you see in the various shining mirrors, you see little bits of binary kind of passing by. But yeah, Kevin is there too. And, let's see. And you were going to try and track it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Track it.
So
Whoever is tracking it will need to roll resolve plus survival or occult.
repeat that for me.
So since you're trying to track it through the Umbra, you can, and also as you go through the Umbra. So as you transfer into the Umbra, you notice that you are all in these forms. The house around you seems to kind of dissipate, except for all of the plants, which are just kind of like little spirits around you, kind of stuck in place. You see the bog spirit that you summoned. I'm sorry about that, man. I'm sorry. He's slippery. And the spot where Muller was is kind of like a scar, like a fresh wound. And you kind of see more bits of the external world. You see some like kind of tree spirits, kind of just up and floating around, not floating around, but kind of rooted to the ground and doing their thing. Yeah, swaying. The sun is like an old man resting just on a cloud. and you see kind of these almost like dragon sort of creatures rolling by as the wind whips around in this kind of winter day.
That's super cool. So here's what I would like to do.
Okay.
I would like to track this Bane spirit.
Okay.
However, I have a power 2 spirit companion because I made a spirit pack. So my power 2 spirit companion is a moderate gaffling, and the spirit accompanies me wherever I go as long as I do not encounter spiritual wards or other applicable countermeasures. We are in the Umbra, so I don't have to worry about the spirit not having a physical host. And I would like to see if my moderate gaffling can help me track this Bane that would have gone past us.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it can. How do gafflings work? I wasn't ready for gafflings. I didn't read the rules. Antagonist.
Like a level
194. I'm not sure if that's going to help us.
Gafflings and most lesser jaglings have a very limited perspective on existence. For example, asking an animal spirit what's next door might yield answers relating only to whether if there was edible or scary. So it's only a power 2 out of like 5 levels of spirits. So I'm kind of thinking like when we talked to the rosebush and the rosebush had like a limited understanding of what was going on. It's like this kind of minor spirit.
Okay.
And so, basically it has like this limited understanding of the world, but I feel like it would be how you would want to rule it on how effective it would be at helping me track the Bane.
Okay, so it's a 2 out of 5. So this like golden retriever shows up out of nowhere.
Oh.
Hello. Why? Oh, do you want Kevin to come here? Kevin looks over. What? That's my name. Yeah, we have same name. Same name, good name.
So if I'm in my wolf form, can I still like communicate in English-ish?
Yeah,
or, like,
you
whatever?
can speak to it normally. Like, look, the rules of nature don't really apply here.
Yeah, because we're in the Umbra. So I'm like, Kevin, you are such a good boy. It's so good to see you.
Kevin is goodbye.
Kevin is such a good boy.
Yeah.
Did you see a scary Bane run away past you?
No, Kevin was.
Smelled like dirty mulch, probably.
Kevin smells dirty mulch.
Can you follow the dirty mulch?
Kevin goes back to the area where the give me a charisma. Well, no, because this one just kind of does what you ask it to do, right? You don't have to like.
Yeah, he's my companion. He like accompanies me everywhere. He's my buddy.
He smells the thing and goes, oh, stinky, stinky evil.
Can you follow the stinky evil?
No, yes,
Yes.
ready,
Can we try to follow the stinky evil together?
yes.
Okay.
So, you are going to need to roll a survival plus, or a resolve plus survival or occult. And instead of a difficulty 3, this will be at a difficulty 2 because you have.
Okay. So I have 4 pips in survival and an occult. And 2 in resolve. So that's 6 pips. So I'm gonna roll 6d10.
You need 2 successes.
I only got 1.
Ooh.
Since I am a Gale Stalker and hunting prey is kind of my deal, would I be allowed to help?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You guys are tracking it as a group.
Okay. So since
Kevin has reduced your difficulty by 1.
Okay. So since I'm proficient, or since I have like pips in survival, I can add 1. I also add a die to dice pools related to the pursuit of prey as part of like being a Gale Stalker. That's like the
Sure. Give yourself 2
Northwind
instead of 1.
favor. So 2d10. And Spencer, I don't think Z has any points in survival or occult, does he?
1 in occult.
So do we think that counts to letting Z help out in this instance?
Sure.
Okay.
Hooray!
So I'll roll another 2d10, and Z, you roll a d10.
All right.
I unfortunately did not get any successes. Spencer did, though.
All right. So you
I'm
got
like,
it.
wait a second, and I think with my brain.
It's ridiculous. Who does any of that? Brains are pointless, useless. Get rid of them. Spirit didn't have any brains, and he helped out, and he helped us more than me did.
You're not wrong.
All right, cool. So Kevin sniffs and he goes, "Oh, we go this way." And he goes out the door and then kind of out, and you are following Kevin through the spirit realm. Yeah.
This might be a good point to take a quick 5-minute break if everyone's up for it.
Yes, let's take a quick 5-minute break. All right, thanks for staying with us. We'll be back in 5. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the ABC's RPGs, finishing up our Chronicle of Werewolf the Apocalypse, 5th edition. We've had a lot of fun so far. We're about at the end of our journey here. Our group has defeated the malevolent Rickard Muller, who sold his soul for power to a Bane, and they are chasing down the Bane into the umbral or spirit world. with the help of their spirit companion, who has manifested as an idiotic golden retriever. Named Kevin.
And he's the bestest thing ever.
Well, actually, yeah, we looked at page, what was it, 235? We said they are minorly helpful, and the realm 105 looks at them kind of similar, like the way human beings look at animals. So him being a golden retriever who is only mildly helpful is exactly what they should be. Although, we'll touch on lessons learned. You should really just kind of talk to your storyteller about your personal spirit companions.
Yeah. Actually, gafflings are described on 236, like the spirit hierarchy, like what they are and stuff.
Cool. Great clarification. 105 is specifically the spirit pact that I took.
Okay. So, you guys are tracking it.
Yeah, Kevin's showing us the way.
Kind of leading you on. He leads you into Franklin Park. Franklin Park is kind of a little dark. Dense forest, kind of seeming. Kind of a stark contrast to how it actually is in real life, where it's a fairly open, very nice park. For those of our viewers who are not familiar with Franklin Park and its conservatory.
It's really pretty.
So, I will need. Yes. So, as you are tracking it into Franklin Conservatory, you kind of walk through this lush forest, and I need a wits and awareness roll from someone in the group.
I have 4 wits, and my awareness is 2.
Right.
And
sounds like you volunteered, Spencer.
Point of clarification too.
It does.
I have with my Children of Gaia favor. If it's a roll for, sorry, I'm trying to get my notes, specific notes. Awareness or insight pool, dice pool related to learning something about an individual, person, animal, or spirit. I get to add an additional die. Is this about that, or is this something else?
Nope, that doesn't apply here.
Okay. So it's just my 4 wits plus 2 awareness, so that's 6. So my first 2 die are rage dice, so I'll roll those now. It's one is a success, the other one it's not a brutal outcome, so that's good. So now I roll 4 more, and I have 3 successes from there, so 4 successes total.
In the corner of your eye, hiding in the shadows, you notice the umbral spirit waiting to ambush you.
I pointed out
0 successes. Not stealthy.
I whisper to the gang, to the pack, "Hey, it's over there in the corner. Do you guys know how to get rid of a Bane spirit?"
I can bite it.
Well, doesn't matter, because it's attacking you.
Oh no!
Dun, dun, dun. But we're not surprised.
Yeah.
And you see it in the umbral. It looks. It's like a shadowy mass of vines.
Ooh.
Desiccated vines. Kind of almost like tree branch. More akin to the vines of grapes than kind of like jungly, free flowy vines.
Yeah.
All right, and it is going to try and claw your faces off.
My spiritual face.
Your
That
spiritual
looks a
face.
lot like my regular face.
Your regular face, yeah. So, but it's going to it's violent and it's angry and it's going to try and attack all of you at once. Trying to fend you all off. So yeah.
Well, I'm going to attack it back.
All right. So first attack at Spencer.
Yeah.
2 successes. Second attack at Ashley. 1 success. Third attack at 3 successes at Dalton.
All right.
So are we rolling dodging?
Just kidding. Just 2 successes because it's pool is only 8.
Oh, well,
Okay.
I'm not dodging. I'm attacking. So, okay.
So 2, 1, and 2.
Maybe have Spencer go to resolve first.
Mm-hmm.
Is this strength brawl even though we're in the umbral?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Are you just trying to punch him, or what are you doing?
I guess I should dodge because I would only have 1 dice and he already got 2 successes on me. So that's not, it would be an automatic fail no matter what. So for dodging, is that dexterity plus athletics? All right, well, that's 2 dice. So also not that great. But I'll roll my 2 dice. These are also rage dice. That's a brutal outcome. Because both of those 2 dice were rage dice, and if the aim was to damage or injure, it's plus 4 successes. Everything else,
yeah. So you get your brutal outcome.
yeah.
It goes in for the attack, and you just sock it right in the face because that's how does that work? How does the brutal
Dodging? I wasn't attacking; I was dodging.
Yeah, so yeah, he just dodged. So he just, since he got more successes, he just doesn't take damage.
Wait, but the brutal outcome wouldn't apply here because you were not trying to cause harm.
That means he automatically fails then.
Yep. So
You take all the damage.
Take 2 damage of aggravated. Yeah, you're gonna take some aggravated damage.
That sounds right. Okay.
Actually, it took a swipe at you. 1 success.
I
What
want
do
to
you do?
bite it.
Fight it.
Strength and brawl.
Strength and brawl.
That is 5 pips for me, so I will be rolling 5d10. I have no rage dice and 3 successes compared to his 1 success. So I win that.
It will take 2 damage. All right.
So I know I have like the physical shape of my Krynos form.
Great question. Do you have the advantages of it?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So that's gonna be strength, brawl, plus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Sweet. So your umbral claws rip through its form, shredding it as it just kind of falls apart lifelessly, as though you had just taken a machete to a series of wine vines. And it just kind of withers and implodes upon itself. And the And Franklin Park seems to be less dark than it was when you entered.
Like
okay, you eat streets. 3 for Kevin.
Tyga, you got treats? You got treats on you for Kevin? He did a good job.
Kevin wants.
Job.
Okay, bye. And Kevin just kind of like,
That worked?
yeah, he just fucks off.
Good boy, Kevin.
Yay!
Okay, I guess that works. I guess that's what he meant by treats.
I don't know that there's physical treats over here. I mean, he's a golden retriever. I think he just likes positive words of affirmation.
Yeah, is that like a treat in the Umbra? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. All right, I'm taking notes down.
Okay. So
I
are
kinda-
you?
Well, I'm going to turn to the.
Oh, what are you doing?
I'm going to turn to the team, and I'm going to be like, so, like, what now? You guys want to do anything else here, or do we want to go home?
We should probably make sure that one lady isn't going stark raving mad.
That's
I'm not-
fair.
Are you sure? I'm not sure we should visit her. She might get upset at us.
All right. I mean, if you guys think so, we can leave her alone.
Remember us
I hope so.
with the whole delirium. Anyways, especially for humans.
I mean, we should at least check up and see what's going on with Rickert, because he's probably dead and just a corpse around. We should probably clean that up.
Should we go back there?
We might get implicated in a
police.
crime scene.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, if you guys just want to say fuck it, we can say fuck it.
I mean, our car's back there, so we'll have to go back there anyways, but...
Yeah, your car is there. Awesome.
Spencer, you are going to get implicated in murders.
You know...
I mean, Z is.
You know...
I can call in a favor.
Kevin can make it disappear.
Just give me a second. I think I can call in a favor here. Where did this go?
But I think we should start heading back there anyways for now.
Are there any kind of more powerful or intelligent spirits around?
There's spirits all around you. You are in the Umbra.
And in the Franklin Conservatory.
Do any look really smart?
I don't know. You're gonna have to find a spirit and talk to it. No, I mean there's, there's like an old tree. There's like an old tree that looks like the Deku tree. It's like one of those. It's like an old. There's like an old oak. It's got like a beard.
That's who I want to go talk to. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for, the Deku tree, the Pocahontas mother tree, like wise spirit. And I have biases on what that looks like. So I go and I talk to this old wizened oak tree. And I just want to ask, about. Hello, I'm Tyga.
I am a tree.
Very wise tree.
I have lived many years. I have seen things. Over there, I see 2 rabbits copulating. I see the sun. I see many things. I see you.
What happens
The
when
sun
a
goes up.
human and a Bane make a contract, but the Bane leaves?
Humans and evil spirits do not mix. Not for long. Yes. Not for long.
I mean, it sure
What?
felt like I tore into a human when.
Well, you tore into mulch.
She would know she bit it.
The only other thing I was going to ask it was, what happens to a Bane that's been defeated?
Evil spirits who have suffered the fate of defeat no longer inhabit you. I don't know.
Thank you, wise spirit, for your time. I kind of
Okay.
bow as a wolf.
He drops an acorn for you.
I pick it up in my mouth.
It tastes good.
I wasn't planning to swallow it.
No, but it's like in your mouth. It tastes good as opposed to right. I don't know if you've ever actually put an acorn in your mouth. They're very bitter.
Yeah, I didn't think they tasted good.
No, this one tastes good.
Okay. I go back to the rest of the party and I try to shadow passage us home.
Okay. So you're now in Franklin Park.
How does the acorn taste?
Same. Good. Not like a normal acorn.
So I start pulling up an Uber to get back to where we were.
Okay,
I
cool.
imagine it's kind of far away, right? So
Yeah, Uber calls. I mean, it's, Franklin Park Conservatory going back to Old Town East.
yeah.
However long that takes. I don't know. Like,
Cool.
it's a 10-minute, 5-minute Uber, right? They're
Yeah,
not very far.
Less. It's like they're like same neighborhood.
Yeah.
Oh, so should we just walk back?
We can probably just trace our steps back. I mean, like we don't want to go all the way back. We probably want to like go up
Scope it out.
to the. I mean, did we chase the spirit a little bit, or was it super far from the house when we entered the Umbra?
You chased it from that house, kind of like in the heart of Old Town East, up to Franklin Conservatory.
Okay. I mean, I
So-
kind of want to. So the point. Well, I guess the
Yeah, what
point
do you-
where it left and like it disappeared into the Umbra. Where was that? Like the Bane.
Oh, like in the middle of the. I mean,
Because that's where I would like to go.
yeah, it's just like in the park.
Okay. Is there like any remnants of it or corpse or anything?
Not in the physical realm, no.
Okay.
There's like a pile of leaves where it kind of was.
Okay.
And then the scar and the
Yeah, you brush away the leaves and there's like an odd, brown spot.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay.
You said we noticed the conservatory get a bit brighter in the Umbra after after Benny killed the Bane spirit.
Mhm.
Do we notice any difference in the physical world?
No,
Okay.
it wasn't really there long enough. It just kind of like the spirit of the forest as a whole. Because there's spirits and then there's like larger spirits, so like there's the spirits of the trees and the animals that are in the forest. And then the park as a whole kind of exists on its own other level.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, now it's happy. Get good vibes.
what time is it?
Yeah, it's like 6 o'clock, something like that. Then yeah, it's been like an hour or so.
What were you saying, Spencer?
I was gonna say, I turn to my companions and I go, "Well, shall we go get the car now?"
We can stealthily head that way.
Cool. So as you head back, it's swarmed with cop cars. There's cops all over the place.
Yeah. Yep.
You see the sheriff that was kind of questioning you.
Yeah, I'll get near that.
I
You see her write down your license plate.
I put just like a comforting hand on Z's shoulder, and I said, "I think you're going to be joining me in the ranks of the unemployed, boss."
Great.
But you see, they got canine units out and stuff like that. You see, kind of like, older sedan, kind of parked a couple blocks away, and the dogs are going nuts. And they oh, you might want to look over here. And a guy in a suit kind of like walks over and do some crime scene stuff, and they pop the trunk open because the dog is just going nuts for it. And the uniformed officer that's standing with the guy in the suit just throws up on the side.
Ugh.
And
He found a bunch of body parts.
Waves over at the sheriff, who's like looking around your car kind of intently. She goes, you see her cover her mouth, and they start to bring over, they place a seat over, and it looks like a body is being pulled out of the trunk of this older sedan.
There's a sheet over it. We can't tell what the body is from here.
No, but it's you can't really see what it is. You see him kind of loaded into this ambulance that's on site, and the uniformed or the suited person flicks their cigarette. 20 years on the force, I've never seen anything that disgusting in my life. I'm not going to sleep right for a week. And they haul it off, and
He was just about to
you see the sheriff look at your car again, Spencer, and then just kind of take her notebook out and one line.
I hope that's good. I hope she's crossed me off the list.
Yep. And there's just crime scene stuff all over.
Let's leave the car. Well, we can get it later.
A week later, in you read something in the paper about a local business owner murdering a public official named Rickert Muller. A couple pages over, Rickert Muller, killer Rickert Muller, found with body in trunk. Society pays what of Cops West put on hold. You all are brought together sometime later, maybe a week or so after it, by summoned out to, I forget which park we were at originally, way out in the sticks.
Hocking Hills.
Hocking Hills. You brought back to
Oh.
Hocking Hills.
Where our tribe is, or where we started
Yeah.
finding the
Where the main tribe meeting was.
Yeah, where we did the
Um,
ritual.
You are there. You find out we are here to celebrate these young cubs' transition into our extended
I knew I killed it.
glory and honor unto them for their deeds of slaying a bane most heinous. I have seen it in my dreams. Glory and honor unto each of them. And your characters each get 1 glory and 1 honor
Oh,
for your deeds.
heck yeah!
It's awesome.
We have decided to put you in charge of the protection of Copswell. And they take you, you'll drive over there, and they teach you, you also gain the right of making a cairn, because they teach you how to cleanse any bad juju out from it. And that is now your packed personal cairn. Each of you also gains the whatever that right is that makes cairns. So you guys now know how to teach other Garu how to make cairns.
Nice.
Yeah. So, well done.
Before
Oh my
we
God.
end,
That will
Before we
got
end.
framed for the murder of Rickert, but whatever. You guys are all out of jail.
wait,
Oh,
who
you know
got
what?
framed?
No, Kevin. She was on trial. A couple week later, mistrial. The trial of Bridget Van Gelder. Mistrial, mishandling of evidence. And Kevin looks at you and goes, "Hey,
Yeah.
I did that."
Oh, thank God.
He used his
His special gift to do that, to
his
have
gift.
the police work go
Right of the forgetful record. He performed the right of the forgetful record, and some of the evidence in the trial was mishandled, and it was deemed a mistrial.
Things are looking up Z.
We end.
Mm-hmm.
We need to find out where Spencer's coworker is. That is our last loose end.
I thought she was dead.
No, we never.
Is that the
really-
body that
We
was
never
in the
checked
car?
on her. Did we?
Not to my
Oh
knowledge.
no. Kevin gets on and hacks into
Police now.
police databases and such, and you start to see the records. He pulls up crime scene photos, and it's the meat child.
No, poor girl.
No, the meat child is the amount the sewn together body parts of the other victims.
Got it.
And dogs and such, and it's a truly gruesome sight. One of the arms is just looks like stick together dog parts that ends, instead of a hand, it's a dog's head. And your coworker?
Hannah Harcourt. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Hannah Harcourt actually. So at your sometime later, you were invited to. Actually, they said that they're going to have a rite of passage at Top West, and they want you to be there as keepers of the cairn.
Yeah.
And it is to initiate Hannah.
Oh.
As Hannah was kin. this whole time.
As Hannah was what this whole time?
Kin. She's Garou.
She's Garou.
Mm-hmm.
So did she like?
That's why her husband was freaking out.
Mm.
He was in the throes of. He was in the end
delirium.
stages of delirium.
Delirium.
That's why he wanted to be nowhere near her.
So did she change as a peek behind the curtain? Did she change because he attacked her?
Instead of dying,
And then that's why
the
paw
poison.
prints left the scene.
Yes, that's why paw prints left the scene.
Oh.
That's really cool.
And
So we could have had a buddy to help us fight Rickard if we went and checked on her first.
They say they let you know that there's a rumor. Her assignment is that there is a rumor of Ulta Fenris has once again dipped their dirty claws into places that they don't belong. And they're going to need her to investigate two identified people, Lisa Waller and Leo Pallon, as they've been spray painting Ulta Fenris glyph onto various trees around Columbus. And that's our chronicle.
Neat.
Nice.
I like to imagine as I'm leaving the courtroom with Kevin, like that sheriff like gives me the evilest glare, like,
oh yeah, he's convinced you had something to do with this.
she's like, I know
He don't like you
evil.
one bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She knows you had something to do with it, but she can't prove it. Your car was there.
And you were sus the first time she interviewed you.
There's prints. They found your prints on the front door. She knows you had something to do with it, but that meat child was in Rickard's trunk, and they went to his house and they found all that other evidence and craziness. And so they just chalked it up to, that's an easy way to wrap that case up.
Yeah.
So
did they ever
still delivered?
So did they find Rickard's body?
Yeah.
Or was it?
They found sludge.
Yeah, he didn't just turn into a pile of leaves. He was just like an exsanguinated walking corpse.
Oh man.
Half corrupted by this dark magic. It seems that he turned back into mostly a person after that. After the Bane left his body.
They didn't question the missing calf.
Oh, they thought that what's her name chopped it off with an axe. They thought that the story went something like, he went there to talk to her for some reason, and she attacked him with being a avid plant enthusiast, had an axe in house, which she did. It was her axe that he was going to use against her.
Oh.
And she went crazy after having no more control over the club and murdered him, but they couldn't prove it, so she got to walk.
Nice.
Yeah, she says she doesn't remember anything.
That's probably for the best.
Kept screaming about monsters, and she didn't remember much except for the monsters did it, not her. So, the judge deemed it a mistrial and mandated that she go to a therapist, and that's really all there is on that.
Mistrials abound.
Therapy probably helped. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Well, she still runs Plants Aplenty or whatever the heck we called that store.
The horticulture club.
No, not the she has a business.
She had her own store.
She had a business. Down with the ficus.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, that was cool.
That is neat.
Yep. So hope you guys had a good time. Hope y'all had a good time.
Yeah.
That is
Absolutely.
I'm
um, that is Werewolf the Apocalypse 5e.
Yeah. And when are we going to be having our post-campaign discussion to talk about the system, the story, and our impressions?
Our usual time, I think. We're going to be doing it.
It's going to be a week from today, next Monday at 7 p.m. I believe still Eastern time. So same as what we did for this.
Alrighty.
Awesome.
Cool.
All right. Well, to our viewers, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. Let's do our attributions. Of course, a big thanks to Renegade Studios for reviving Werewolf the Apocalypse in the World of Darkness. Big thanks to Roll20 for giving us our dice rolling platform while we all play online. Big thanks to HeroForge for allowing us to construct our background art. You will see our characters that we made in the background here during our waiting screens and such like that. And we use HeroForge to make them. We're very grateful for everything they do. Thanks to the city of Columbus and its Parks and Rec system for allowing us to have this setting. Give money to your Parks and Recs department and other stuff. Give them money.
And your local game stores.
And your local game stores. So you can buy books and dice from them.
And
horticulture themed board games.
Yeah.
If you're curious about getting into Werewolf the Apocalypse or the other World of Darkness games, Renegade Studios does it. They also do a variety of different games, including like stuff like G.I. Joe, Power Rangers, Transformers, and even My Little Pony. But their World of Darkness is like what they got started on. And currently, their big sale is they have 10% off everything in their store. And it looks like they are starting something called the 12 Deals of Renegade for day, and we're on day 1 right now. So check them out as the weeks go by. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. Stay learning. Keep playing.
Yeah.
See you next time.